All right. Well, Monday night, we've got a division battle in the AFC West. Chargers and Raiders headed to LA. This line is at -3 right now. It's been moving around a little bit, -3.5, back to 3 again. The total is at 51.5. The Raiders are undefeated, but they're underdogs on the road in this one. What are you thinking?
I'm actually thinking about the over. This line opened up at 53. Actually, no, it opened up at 52.5, and we're seeing some under money that's pushing this down to 51.5. But my model actually makes this game 53. Look, both of these teams they like to pass the ball. Like, when you really sit down and look at it, the Chargers are passing the ball 65% of the time, while the Raiders are passing it 64% of the time. We all know Justin Herbert is a stud. Derek Carr is averaging 401 yards a game, and I just don't trust this Raiders secondary to really stop Justin Herbert and Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Like, to me, the Raiders really haven't been tested yet. Like, I mean, we saw them go up against Miami, and Jacoby Brissett was able to lead this team on a comeback to push this game into overtime. Lamar Jackson, without many receiving threats, was able to just drive up and down the field at will. So I'm expecting the Chargers to be able to go out there and score at will. And then obviously the Raiders, Derek Carr is having an MVP-like season. And this Raiders offense has been able to score. And obviously I think this Chargers pass rush will probably be one of the best pass rushes that they faced thus far. But I still think you're looking at a high-scoring game. So the Raiders are 7-1 over the last 8 games. I'm gonna ride with it.
Yeah, the pass rush on both sides I think will be really interesting in this one. I was not expecting the Raiders pass rush to be so good, but they've been dominant so far. Yannick Ngakoue, we know, is a great pass rusher. Max Crosby has been maybe the best pass rusher in the NFL so far for the Raiders. And this is a real test for the Chargers offensive line. That was a unit that I was really excited about coming into the season, what improvements that they made. Rashawn Slater, the rookie at left tackle, has been really good so far, but this is a big test for him. Right tackle has been a big problem for the Chargers. Balaga is out, as always, with an injury, and that could be a big test. And what's interesting in this game is both quarterbacks are really good against the blitz, but neither defense blitzes a whole lot. And so it's going to be an interesting sort of chess match to see, okay, do we bring extra guys? If we do, either of these quarterbacks can take the defense apart a little bit. I like the Chargers defense, how it matches up here too. Similar to last week against the Chiefs. Brandon Staley loves that 2-deep defense. So you drop the safeties, you take away the deep ball, and you force the other team to check it down, throw it underneath, and run the ball a lot. In past years, that's exactly what you would expect Derek Carr to do. Captain check down over here, just checking it off every time. But this year, the Raiders have been throwing it deep, and that's where the Chargers defense has been better against it. The way to beat the Chargers right now is to run the ball. And the Raiders can't run at all this year. They rank second to last in rushing DVOA. Their offensive line has been much worse this year. And, Josh Jacobs is a question as well. So with the Raiders struggling to run the ball, I think that this is going to be a tough test on both sides. I like the way that the matchups trend here. The Raiders secondary hasn't really been tested yet. Like you said, they haven't really faced a quarterback like Justin Herbert who can throw it the way he does. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Williams has been huge this season, kind of breaking out, finally getting a stride there. So it definitely, I had the Chargers -3 as a hot read last week. I still feel like the matchups really favor the Chargers in this one, but it's a division game. The Raiders are undefeated, and it feels like it could be a tough one still. So do you feel like you have a lean to either side on this one?
Yeah, I don't really have anything on the side. I think I want to fade that line move, because I think we're going to get a high-scoring game.
Yeah, a couple of things that are giving me a little bit of pause. Just on the field, I love the Chargers here, but I had be careful 1, 2, and 3 in my notes. Be careful number 1, short road dogs, 4 points or less on Monday night in-division games. So that's the Raiders here, are 20, 11, and 1. So 65% cover, 16 out of 32 have won outright. So that favors the Raiders. Be careful number 2. Short underdogs this season are 14-8 against the spread, 64% cover. All 14 of those teams I covered won the game. Another one for the Raiders. Be careful, number 3, unbeaten underdogs are 31-22. That's a 58% cover rate. That includes the Cardinals today getting that win, unbeaten underdog. So definitely in Action Labs, where all those are from, the trends favor the Raiders here. I'm not willing to blindly follow the trends. I still like the matchup for the Chargers. I think the numbers underrate the Chargers a little bit right now. They've had a lot of penalty yards. They've had multiple touchdowns taken away in the past 2 weeks, and we don't get to see those in the numbers. So I do like the Chargers here, but I played the -3 early in the week. If I had to take them, that's where I'd lean. But all those trends going the other direction makes me not really want to add to my position here.
I think one of the interesting things that I read a stat earlier, is that the Chargers have actually allowed the 8th highest number of targets to tight ends, and they're 31st in success rate. Who does Derek Carr like to throw the ball to? Darren Waller. So if you're looking for some props, maybe you want to take Darren Waller over. Obviously, the Chargers, they struggle to stop the run. They give the third highest explosive run rate. So if Josh Jacobs plays or Peyton Barber is out there, maybe you want to take some props on them. But I just think we're looking at over. This feels like one of those years to where, obviously, I mentioned earlier, we got 2 primetime unders in a row. Primetime overs have been killing it. Public is pushing this number down. I kind of want to get in on the over before it hits the key numbers.
All right, I like it. It should be a good Monday Night Football game. We don't get a ton of division battles on Monday night. It seems like one we'd get a lot of, but it should be a fun one.